There is a lie we have all been told. A lie so perfectly designed, so deeply embedded in our daily lives that we furiously defend it as a virtue. We call it staying informed. From the moment you wake up to the moment you exhaustedly close your eyes, you are fed a continuous stream of chaos. You watch cities burn. You witness the tragedies of people you will never meet. You absorb the outrage of strangers, and you call it being a responsible citizen of the world. But ask yourself, what has this omniscience actually given you? Look closely at the glowing screen in your hand. It is not a window to the world. It is a mirror reflecting your own drained energy. The algorithm is not broken. It is functioning exactly as intended. It is a parasite, meticulously engineered by the brightest minds of our generation to harvest the most valuable resource on Earth. Not your money, your attention, your outrage, your empathy. Every time you scroll, you are willingly opening a vein, letting digital vampires drink the life force you should be using to build your own reality. You feel heavy, paralyzed, chronically anxious. Yet you change absolutely nothing. You are merely a spectator in a coliseum of endless drama, cheering and weeping for gladiators who do not even know you exist. The ancient philosophers, men who built empires of the mind, understood a terrifying truth. They knew that human mental bandwidth is violently limited. If you give your energy to everything, you have absolutely nothing left for yourself. You believe you are connected to the world, but in reality, you are simply tethered to it, a prisoner of 1,000 invisible strings, dragged in every possible direction by breaking news and manufactured panic. This is not awareness. This is psychological self-harm. You are drowning in a sea of irrelevant information, while your own life, your own potential, sits quietly on the shore, waiting for you to finally look its way. To reclaim your power, you must first accept a brutal reality. The world does not need your anxiety. It does not require your passive observation. Your chronic stress over global events is not a badge of honor. It is a symptom of a mind that has lost its sovereignty. We have forgotten that attention is a currency, and right now, you are spending yours on the very things designed to keep you weak. The parasite of awareness feeds on your illusion of control. You watch, you read, you consume, falsely believing that knowing about a tragedy somehow gives you power over it. It does not. It only leaves you empty. There is a fundamental flaw in the modern human condition. For hundreds of thousands of years, our brains evolved to care about a very small radius. Our tribe, our immediate family, our physical surroundings. We were designed to handle local problems, a failed harvest, a harsh winter, a threat at the edge of the village. But today, the gates have been blown wide open. You are forced to possess the omniscience of a god, witnessing everything, everywhere, all at once. But you are trapped in the powerless body of a mortal. You see the wars in distant lands, the economic collapse across the ocean, the endless political venom, and the personal tragedies of millions. And what happens? The weight of it crushes you. Society tells you that feeling this pain is a sign of morality. They call it empathy. They say that if you do not carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, you are cold, you are selfish. But let us look at the dark side of this boundless empathy. When you care about everything, you can act on nothing. Your brain, overwhelmed by 1,000 screaming voices, goes into survival mode. It freezes. You become paralyzed, unable to fix the world, but now entirely too exhausted to fix yourself. This is the agony of omniscience. You know everything, yet you change absolutely nothing. Look at the architecture of your own life. Has your obsessive tracking of global crises made you a better person? Or has it simply made you bitter, cynical, and hopelessly tired? While you were busy crying for the world, who was crying for you? Who was building your future? Who was protecting your peace? The answer is no one. because the architect was too busy staring out the window at the storm, completely ignoring the fire burning inside his own house. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. To care about everything is to care about nothing deeply. The modern tragedy is not that we are apathetic, it is that we are dying from an overdose of irrelevant concern. We have stretched our souls so thin across the globe that we have become ghosts in our own homes. But there is an ancient antidote to this modern sickness, a cure that requires ruthlessness and the absolute courage to close your eyes. Nearly 2,000 years ago, a man who was born in chains discovered the ultimate formula for absolute psychological freedom. His name was Epictetus. He was not interested in saving the world. He was interested in surviving it. Epictetus understood the most brutal law of human existence, what the Stoics called the dichotomy of control. There are things you command, and there is the rest of the universe. Modern society demands that you emotionally bleed for the rest of the universe. Epictetus demands that you sever the connection, completely and without a drop of mercy. This is the discipline of strategic blindness. It is the conscious, deliberate choice to look away, to let the external world rage, burn, and tear itself apart, while you sit in absolute, unbothered silence, building your own inner empire. Ignorance, in its most refined form, is not stupidity. It is a highly engineered shield. When you choose to be radically ignorant of the daily outrage, the political theater, the endless trivial debates, you are not hiding, you are conserving ammunition. Imagine a medieval fortress under siege. If the king sends his soldiers outside the walls to chase every shadow in the forest, the fortress is left defenseless. It falls. Your mind is that fortress, and right now, your soldiers are scattered across the digital landscape, fighting wars that were never yours to fight. To practice strategic blindness is to recall your troops. Close the gates. Pull up the drawbridge. Let them call you uninformed. Let them call you detached. Their judgments are simply more noise echoing outside your stone walls. True wisdom is not the relentless accumulation of data. It is the ruthless elimination of the unessential. You must look at the chaos of the world and say, with chilling emotional detachment, this is not mine to carry. It takes a terrifying amount of discipline to watch a fire and do absolutely nothing but walk away. But that is the exact price of sovereignty. You cannot be the master of your own life if you remain a slave to the world's distractions. But do not be deceived. Stepping away from the noise is not a peaceful process. When you first close the gates, when you finally disconnect from the outrage machine, you will not feel enlightened. You will feel like you are starving. Your brain, chemically hooked to the chaotic dopamine of breaking news, synthetic tragedy, and endless collective anger, will violently scream for its poison. The sudden silence will feel agonizingly loud. In the first phases of your radical ignorance, a creeping paranoia will set in. You will feel entirely out of the loop, disconnected from the tribe, and profoundly irrelevant. You will stare at the ceiling and wonder, if I am not reacting to the world, do I even exist? This is the withdrawal of silence. It is a psychological detox that breaks almost everyone who tries it. Society has heavily weaponized a very specific psychological trap: the fear of missing out. They convince you that if you do not know the latest crisis, the current trend, or the daily controversy, you are somehow falling behind. You are becoming obsolete in the eyes of the herd. But critically ask yourself, falling behind in what exactly? A race to the absolute bottom? A competition to see who can be the most chronically stressed and easily manipulated? The fear of missing out is a slave's emotion. It is the frantic anxiety of a servant terrified of disobeying a master they cannot even see. To master the architecture of ignorance, you must physically and mentally endure this crash.
You must stand completely alone in the terrifying, barren quiet of your own mind and simply wait for the smoke to clear. Slowly, inevitably, that fear will metabolize into something infinitely more dangerous. The supreme power of looking away. You will begin to walk through the world watching people chained to their glowing rectangles, arguing over ghosts, destroying their nervous systems for events that will be entirely forgotten by tomorrow morning. And you will feel nothing but a cold, quiet detachment. Because you have finally realized the ultimate, unspoken secret of the modern age. You do not need to keep up with the world. The world is deeply sick, and catching its disease is a choice you simply refuse to make.
When you finally stop bleeding your energy into the endless digital void, something terrifying happens. You get your mind back. Think about the immense volume of psychological bandwidth you have wasted over the years, arguing with strangers, panicking over daily headlines, and carrying the synthetic grief of the entire globe. Now, imagine clawing all of that energy back. 100% of your focus, violently returned to the only place it ever belonged. This is the empire of the ignorant, and it is the most dangerous, unshakable state a human being can achieve. When you no longer care about the manufactured chaos, you become fundamentally unmanipulatable. The algorithm cannot control you because it cannot provoke you. Society cannot break you because you refuse to play its game of collective fear. You become a ghost to the system, but an absolute titan in your own reality. While the masses are busy screaming at the sky, chained to their illuminated screens, desperately trying to fix a world that does not want to be fixed, you are doing something entirely different. You are quietly laying the heavy stones of your own empire. You are building your resources, cultivating your own strength, and mastering your own psychology in the dark. The individuals who truly achieve greatness in this life are never the ones consumed by its daily drama. They are the ones who turned their backs on the noise and built in the silence. You must make a choice today. You can continue to be an exhausted spectator in the Colosseum, or you can walk out of the arena entirely. Close the gates, pull up the drawbridge, let the external world burn, while you reign supreme over the only empire that actually matters, your own mind. If you have understood this message, if the silence of your own thoughts does not terrify you, and you are ready to reclaim your psychological sovereignty, then you belong here. To continue mastering the dark architecture of the mind, and to arm yourself with the ancient wisdom the modern world wants you to forget, subscribe to this channel. Join the elite few who have chosen power over panic. Leave a comment below saying, "I choose the silence," and let the algorithm know you are no longer a slave. Until next time, stay blind to the noise and completely awake to yourself.